Life will never be the same. Life is changing. Life will never be the same. Life is changing. Hey Diamonds, welcome, happy Sunday. So good to see you lovely people on, and so good to see your lovely faces. So hi in the chat, hi Francesca, hi Elizabeth. So we've got a great Zoom call lined up tonight. I've got a few of the Diamonds coming on to share some of their top tips. So it's just something I just wanted to mention first that I don't normally do, but I really don't want to do the Zoom call tonight, guys. But I thought, do you know what? This isn't about me, and I'm not going to cry. This is about you guys. You know, I don't want to let you down. I want to show up for you guys. So I'm here and we're going to put on an amazing Zoom. We're going to set ourselves up for an amazing final week of the month, which is going to be incredible. We're going to have an amazing month end. And just thank you all for being here and for just showing up as well and just seeing your beautiful faces. So we've got a few announcements. So obviously we're starting a new week. So we're going to be going into our final challenge of the support group. So as you know, we've been doing different challenges every week in the support group, which has been amazing. So this week, our final focus, our final challenge is the Land's End to John O'Groats challenge. So this is going to be really fun, really interesting, and I'm going to need all your help to do this. So I've got to put a post up in the support group about this for our customers. So it's basically the amount of miles from Land's End to John O'Groats we've got to do this week as a whole group of us. So basically what you're going to do is we're going to create a post in the support group, and every time you go for a walk, you get your steps in, then you would just post up, there'll be a thread, and you would post up the kilometres that you've done that day. And we're all obviously it's all gonna add up. So it's going to work a bit like how, you know, we've been doing the numbers in the team group. So you add up what someone's put below, you add on what you've done, and go like that. So obviously we can get all our team involved, and obviously, yeah, exactly, Angie ran in. So all your kilometres, exactly, any like miles or kilometres that you do, like on your watches, on your phone, like however you track it, add it up on the post. And let's see how long it will take us to actually go from Land's End to John O'Groats between us. So that's going to be really fun. And it's just all about helping our customers and ourselves just to make sure we're getting out more, we're getting active, we're walking, because we know it's so easy in this lockdown to kind of just stay in all the time, and it's not good for us. It's not good for our mental health. Like, I've definitely felt it this week. I realised that this week I wasn't really getting out of the house. And it can be really tough, you know, this lockdown is freaking tough. Like, this is definitely the toughest one. So, you know, I think we're all struggling. We're all having good days, bad days, good weeks, bad weeks. Just know that we're all in this together, and let's just get through this, you know, because it won't be forever. So I'm really looking forward to this challenge, this Land's End to John O'Groats challenge, and just getting ourselves out, get that fresh air, and get those kilometres going. And let's see how long it will take us. I reckon we'll definitely do it in a week between us all. I think it's something like 600 and something miles, but I'll post all the details up in the group. So we've got some of the girls coming on. I asked some of the school yesterday, as you guys probably saw, which was absolutely amazing. And I actually asked some of the girls to come on to share some of their, you know, a couple of their biggest takeaways from the call, which was absolutely incredible. So we're going to start off. I'm going to start off with Maggie. Maggie, if you're happy to go first, if you can unmute yourself and share what was your biggest takeaway.
Hello. So I've written down 3 things, which was my favourite things from yesterday. Right, I'll get started. So the first thing that just really stood out to me from the whole thing was a popcorn analogy. So all about like believing in yourself. So when you're watching a film or doing something at the weekend and you've got a bag of popcorn, you put it in the microwave, you put it on for 2 minutes, and you just let it pop. You don't keep opening the door and going, oh, is it popped yet? Is it popped yet? Is it popped yet? You you leave the door shut and you just believe that at the end you're going to get popcorn. So it was kind of like saying that you've got to believe in yourself and give yourself the time to, you're going to put all this energy into yourself, like the microwave energy, and you're going to let it build up and build up, and you know that at the end you're going to be like whatever your goal is. So for me, like senior partner, that'll be my energy that I've put in and I've left for 2 minutes to keep popping, and I've like believed in myself. At the end I will get where I want to go. So that was like, I've never thought of it like that before, and I really enjoyed like the whole analogy of that. And the second thing that I took away from the training was to video as yourself in the future. So I've got to send it to Frankie, but I did it this morning. So you pretend that you're someone in the future and you video yourself at that time. So say that I wanted to be senior partner, or I'm going to be senior partner. So I'm filming myself like, oh my God, I just got the bonus. I've just got the points. Like, I'm so happy. I can't believe I did it. And you just film yourself and you put yourself in that energy and in that zone of being where you want to be, and you can really visualize it more. So like visualizing it and manifesting it, like I'm really into that at the minute. So that was number 2. And number 3 was, it was only a little thing, but I didn't really make the connection, was across all your social media platforms, you've got to have the same like profile picture and bio. So you've got like Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, and I've got a second Instagram account that's like my fitness one. So on all of them I had different Facebook or different profile pictures. So like the people that I was talking to that might have gone across platform, they didn't really make the link between my Instagram and my Facebook. So now I've got like the same profile picture, and even like today someone said, oh, I saw you on Facebook, or I saw you in this group, like I recognize you. So that you're making them connections like on a bigger scale, and people recognize you. Like that was one thing that I didn't do and I didn't even think of before. And then in my bio I'm just like being direct, like what in Amy's bio she's written, I change lives, DM me. So I've put that into mine now. So yeah, there was my 3 tips.
Oh, amazing, Maggie. Incredible tips. And you're so sweet. Like, you're honestly such a sweetheart. Where have you gone? I don't know where your camera's gone. Or is that just me? Oh, there you are. Sorry, that's just Ryan. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, amazing tips. I love the popcorn analogy as well. I hope you guys all picked that up, because that is so important as well. And yeah, amazing tips. Thank you so much, Maggie, for coming on. And you are SP. And yeah, I love the video one as well, where you do your video, like, so obviously everyone that's going for SP, you have to, one of the assignments was to do a video as if you've already done SP and talk about how it would make you feel, what you're going to be spending that bonus on, what you're going to be spending that money on, what it means to you. And I think that's a really powerful thing. I mean, even I was taking notes from SP school, and straight after the call I did my video for my next promotion as well, and it's so powerful. So I'd really, really, really recommend it. So we're gonna get Hannah on next. Hannah, if you're okay to come on next, I'd love it if you could come on and share your biggest takeaways.
Hi, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. So the first one I got was never underestimate the power of energy. So how you come across on your Facebook and your messaging is about how you feel, and you get what you think about. So it's important to be positive and confident in yourself. The second one was your story is key. So people buy into you first rather than the product. So it's important to blog your journey and talk about your story to remind people of what it is you do. And then the last one was power of voice notes. So Wendy spoke to this one before, but when messaging people, sometimes it might be better to do a voice note because you get your energy across rather than a message. And people like to hear the sound of your own voice as well.
Yeah, I love that, Hannah. Incredible tips. Love that. Thank you so much for coming on and for sharing that. I mean,
Thank you.
I know you did speak on the Zoom recently, didn't you, doing your story on the Wednesday opportunity call?
Yeah.
So this is all like, well done for coming on and getting outside your comfort zone. It's not always easy doing this.
No, thank you.
Well done. Thank you. So we're going to get Leanne on next. Leanne, if you're happy to go next, I would love it if you could come on and share your biggest takeaways, my lovely.
Hi everyone. So there was quite a few. I've got 4. Is that okay to share 4? So I've got, first one is keep updating how you're achieving your goals and how you're doing, because people love that. I mean, I've had 3 people this week that just messaged me out of the blue saying, absolutely love what you're doing. I watch all your videos every day and you're really inspiring me to get my arse in gear, basically. So that was the first one. The second one was show you're part of the business. And I thought it was really good how, I can't remember who said it, but give your teamies shout outs when they get promotions and like little wins and stuff like that, because that will show how good like the whole group is and how well we all work together. The third one was topics for posts. So I found this really good. Like different posts you can do, educational, there's like your free top tips on how to lose weight, recipes, and like your passions. So that was another one. So I'm going to try and change up my wall a little bit and do some extra, so it's not just like juice plus juice plus juice plus. And then my fourth one was in what Amy said, actually introduce yourself every couple of months. So I actually done a little video today introducing myself, because obviously I've got loads of new Facebook friends and they don't have a clue who I am. Like obviously I've messaged them before, but they're following me. I can see that they're following me, but they don't know me. So I thought that was really good.
Love that, Leanne. I love your top tips. So amazing. And like you say, it's so true, you know, especially when we're adding and connecting with lots of new people all of the time, you know, reintroduce yourself for the new people that you're doing. So I'm so, and like, you know, you're so consistent with your posts and just blogging your life, which is amazing. So well done. And thank you so much for coming on and for sharing that. So we're going to get Francesca on next. If Francesca's ready, I'd love for you to come on and share your biggest takeaways. Is it unmuted? There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. So basically, it's just the same, really, about what everybody else has really said. I have to get out there more, do more lives, talk more about my own story to people. I know I'm putting on like loads of like exercising and stuff every day, but I'm not really actually talking about my story and stuff. So I'm going to do that a lot more. Just with my energy as well. I have to be more positive and just believe in myself a wee bit more that I can do this, and it'll work for me, hopefully. Yeah, the popcorn idea or story was good as well. Yeah, it's just you have to be confident, especially when you're talking to people, you know. But I have to remember why I'm here at the end of the day, because it really, really helped me. It changed my life. So if I can do it for me, then I can do it for other people as well. So I just have to get that out there, and
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
it.
We did a big bit, didn't we, on like sharing your story, didn't we? And like the importance of you know, your
story
knowing
was
your
amazing, yeah.
story was really, really important. You know, getting your 5 W's we covered, and just getting your story in like 60 to 90 seconds as well. And we gave some really good assignments for people to go and take action with straight away. So yeah, amazing. Thank you so much, Francesca, for coming on and for sharing those. And I know that, like Francesca said there about like belief and confidence, Laura did like Laura McClory ended the call amazingly with all about your belief, and then we ended it with like our top tips on how we all, like me and Lisa and Laura, how we all boost our own belief and confidence. And one thing that we all said was take an action, and you guys might all find this as well, but that I definitely find that the more action that I take, the more that I throw myself in and give it all I've got, that actually helps my confidence more, you know. Whereas the opposite, you know, if you're kind of not getting on the Zooms and if you're not taking the action, then you're not going to have the belief, you're not going to have as much confidence in what you're doing. So, you know, if you're on this call right now and you feel like you're lacking a little bit in that, in your belief and confidence, go out there and attack it. Like literally, don't just dip your toe in, go and run and jump and just give it everything, and your confidence will grow as you do it. And sometimes you just got to kind of do it, like even though it kind of feels like, oh, just do it, and it will feel better, it will get better, it will get easier, you'll grow, and your belief and your confidence will grow. So really hope that helps. So next up we're going to get Cardine on, if she's happy to come on next and share her takeaways from the call.
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you.
My 3 top tips were the topics about posting about your passions. So yeah, cooking and everything for me. I don't really post a lot, but I know I need to stay consistent. So consistency was one of the greatest things I took away from that call. The popcorn quote, I absolutely love that as well. And I think it's what you said, Amy, on a call a few weeks ago about posting your results, how you went away in October, then you took a before and after picture after your shred. I love that idea, so I'm definitely going to use that myself. And yeah, just being true to yourself and having more belief in yourself. That's it, really.
Yeah, I love that. With the results side of things, I said about like always sort of reinventing yourself and kind of like getting creative with like new results, and how like you said, I did my one in October, and then now I'm kind of like working on my one for January. Took some of my photos after Christmas and kind of still working on my next picture, but I'm hoping to post one at the end of Jan. So just always, you know, because we're always on a constant journey all of the time. We're on a constant health journey, like whether you're trying to like lose that little bit of Christmas weight, or whether you're trying to like get your skin clearer, or whatever it might be. We're always on a constant health journey, so don't be frightened to keep like reinventing like your story and your journey and taking new progress photos and stuff like that. So yeah, I love that. And Frankie says in the chat she needs to do more personal results as well, so I love that. It's such a great, you know, I think that's the thing with this business, guys. There's, you know, again, me and Lisa and Laura said it on the SP school that, you know, we've been in this business for like what, 8 years. You know, we're still learning, we're still taking notes, you know, so I think that's an ongoing process. You're always going to kind of like, oh yeah, haven't done that in a while, I need to do that again. And that's why getting on the calls is so good, you know, and I'm still doing that. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that, like, I haven't done that for a while. So I love that. Thank you so much, Cardine. So we're going to finally get Macaulay on next, if she can share her biggest takeaways.
Hey.
Hi, lovely.
Okay. So my top tips was, obviously you could do this with any like next promotion you're going for, is write down when you want your next promotion. So whether that's like this month, next month, end of your 90-day game plan, like just write down what it will really mean to you, or even video yourself like what it will really mean to you, getting that like next bonus. And like the other girls said, you know, video it like it's happened. And then the 5 W's as well. So with your story, like who introduced you, when was it, what did they say, why you tried it, and what benefits. And then there was a really good tip of video like a 90-second story, which I did it straight away after the call. And I sent it out to so many people already, but just like I did a business one and a product one, and you can really get across like your energy, which actually leads to my last tip, is like don't underestimate energy. Like people, you know, they want to see your energy, why you're so passionate about the products. And sometimes if you're feeling a bit of lack of energy, like just write down what the products have done for you, like just write it down, you can always go back to it. So yeah, I got so much value.
Oh, I love that, Macaulay. And yeah, exactly, like you brought up a good one there, which is so important, you know, write down all the benefits you've had from the products. and like why you started and all the reasons why you love it, you know, and talk about that, because, you know, again, it was spoken about on the call that a lot of us forget about all the benefits we've actually had. There's a lady on, like, I think it was Laura or Lisa, one of them said that she used to get like a really achy wrist, and she's noticed she doesn't get that anymore. And it's something that I think, especially when you've been on the products for quite a few months, you almost forget like how bad you used to feel, because you get so used to feeling good and you kind of forget. So sometimes it's just definitely good just to like just get a piece of paper and just write down, you know, all of the little benefits you've had, from the small things to the bigger things to the new things to the older things, and not forgetting that. So, you know, and talk about that, all those little benefits, use that as content, talk about that on your socials, because there will be people that will need to hear that. So I love that. Oh yeah, and the 10 claps. Yeah, so, and like Laura said, high energy is so important, 100%. Like, and I said about the 10 claps, so you guys know this anyway, because I've said this before, but maybe some of you have forgotten, or maybe some of you haven't heard me say it. So like before I do a live or a call, or, you know, whatever it is, I just need to like get myself some good energy. I just literally just do 10 claps really fast as I can. And I got this from Fraser Brooks, and it's absolutely brilliant. So we're going to do it together now really quickly. So we're all going to do 10 claps, just literally as fast as you can, okay? See how you feel afterwards. So 1, 2, 3. It just makes me laugh every time, because you're like, oh. So yeah, do that this week, you know, before you do your DMO. You know, if you're just like about to do something, like do a live or message someone and it's a bit scary, like do your 10 claps and then tap the button and send the message. So yeah, I love that. Oh, and Elizabeth said about wanted to say about the 5 W's. So the 5 W's was, what was it? Who? So you've got to write, so your story is based on like who introduced you. So who introduced you to the products, and when. What did they say? Is that right, guys? If I remember this right? Yeah, that's it. What did they say? I thought that was. And then why? What was the why? Forgotten. Why did you start? Yeah, why you tried it. That's it. Thanks, Macaulay. Yeah, why you started. I think Maggie, maybe you want to just talk about it. Yeah, Maggie, unmute yourself. Show us your notes.
Okay. Okay, the first one is who introduced you? When did that happen? What did they say, or what was your goal? Why did you like the products? And what are your results?
I love that. So Maggie, can you give us an example?
Yeah, so I've written down. So who introduced me was Frankie. When it was December 2019, because I wanted to lose weight and I was at like a lower point, so that's why. That's what. I liked it because I needed a kickstart, and it gave me my results. So what was my results? Because it made me feel like more energetic and more like in a happier place.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, Maggie. And again, it's so simple, isn't it, guys? So I really hope thank you so much for that. And I think it's just so simple. It's a great way to kind of like give you all some structure of just how you can string your story together. Because I think sometimes with our stories, it's so difficult to kind of like put it all together, and sometimes it can get too long. And then, you know, so even just using that, who, when, what, why, what. So who introduced you? When was it? What was it that they said? Why did you decide to give it a go? And what has it done for you? And I think that will really help you with like just stringing your story together. So, you know, when you're going out there this week and you're chatting to people and do your DMO, you can use this and, you know, do a live and use this as your structure and practice it. Get really good at doing your story, because honestly, your story is what you're going to use so much in this business. If you ever, obviously it's a bit different times now, but if you ever like bump into an old friend in the supermarket and they're like, God, so what have you been up to? Then you can just then, you know, oh, you look amazing or whatever. You can then, that's the sort of moments you're going to be using your story, like in like 60 seconds when someone sees you in the supermarket or on a quick voice note. Obviously, face to face is a lot different right now, but you kind of like get the idea of how you can use this as an amazing tool to really like just share, because people relate to that. That's what people really, really buy into, is your story. So yeah, so finally we've got Laura Dress coming on next. She's going to share some of her top tips, because Laura was a guest bit. I'm actually just going to introduce you quickly, Laura, because I gave you a bit of an introduction on the SP school. Laura was one of the speakers on the SP school, just to come on and just share like how she got to senior partner. And maybe a lot of you don't know this, but Laura actually joined in September. So she actually joined on the 30th of September last year, and she went Partner Plus in October. She hit Senior Partner in November. She then reconfirmed in December. So December is, like a lot of people say, that's one of the hardest months. She reconfirmed and she had a few days to go at the end of the month. And she's also hitting her club now. So she's unlocking that extra performance bonus every single month. And her pay, because I actually looked the other day because I was really interested to see. So just kind of like, so you can see how this hard work is paying off. So Laura's first paycheck was £180. Her second paycheck was £380. And then her most recent paycheck was £500. So how amazing is that? So we're going to get Laura on now, and she's just going to share some of her top tips of what's working well for her right now.
Hi. Yeah, I know. So that's just so incredible. £1,000 in 3 months. It's so like unbelievable. And I never ever thought I could do that. I literally did it for a couple of hundred a month. For just, not that I didn't believe it, I just didn't believe it could be that quick. I actually wrote down when I was going to hit senior partner, and when I first started, and I wrote the end of February, and I found it. So like, that's brilliant. So it's so good like to write that down and help you can achieve it. So my tips, most of you heard them yesterday, but one of my best things that I find is to get your friends to support you. You need, like, so it's not just Juice Plus girls all the time, and that they need to support your post. Don't be afraid to ask someone to, like, so I had my mum and 2 friends at first. I asked them, do you mind supporting me doing my business? All I want you to do is like my posts, like as soon as you see them, or straight away. And even now, if I get no likes on a post, I'm messaging my mum and saying, Mum, can you go and react to that Facebook post? Get on there now and do it. And she's like, oh God, okay. But it helps straight away. And so it's so good, because then people aren't just seeing like, oh, it's just all your Juice Plus. Ask them, it's 1 like, and if they support you, they will. And also, I've got a lot of my friends do FM, the sense thing, so I support them. I like their stories, I like their post, then they do it back for you. It's so good. It's like, you know, support girls girls. I'm a massive believer in that anyway, but it helps me, and I comment on their posts, they then comment on my post. It's brilliant. And they're not a Juice Plus girl, so it's like good, just really, really is brilliant. That my second one, which I am used to rejection quite a lot, which is what I said yesterday. So you just need to get over yourself and post and comment, and don't care what anybody thinks, and just be like, I'm going to write I'm going to write on that girl's comment. I have upped this massively in December and January, and it's totally shown. Even little things like someone went for a run and I'm like, oh my God, you're so good. Like, I ran this morning, it was really icy. Like something like that. If you like, sometimes I used to think, oh, like, I'm not going to bother commenting. And it's brilliant. And then I've had so many messages today, like, oh, you're so inspiring. I love that. I love how like you're bigging everybody up all the time, so other people see it, and then you're getting messages. It's brilliant. And there's nothing wrong with bigging like someone up. Like, it makes someone feel so good. So it's brilliant. So that's another one. So definitely do that. And like word of mouth is absolutely brilliant. So I said in December, I think I had 7 people join from 1 person, and like they're like, oh, can I share it with someone else? And I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm like, get them to add me on Facebook, and then I message them straight away, being like, how what like, how do you want help with, what do you want to know? And that's what I did with the shakes this week. So 2 friends are doing it, and it's both of them doing it together, because they've like, God, you're so motivational, you've got to have high energy. I think my voice goes up like an extra tone when I speak, especially on my live today. I was like, bloody hell, I was loud. But because like I saw Frankie do her live yesterday, because she's, you know, because obviously you all have to do it in the thing, that's what they said yesterday. So I was like, oh, actually I'm going to do mine. And guys, the most people I've ever had watching it is 25. I was like, that, oh my god. But normally I'm like on and off there, like quick before anyone can get on. But I did it at lunchtime, and obviously everyone had enough of the snow by then. So but it was just like loads, and it's really good. And I've had loads of comments already like, you're so high energy, you're so motivated, you're so positive. And I have had a rubbish year, and like everybody knows about it, like but like it is like, you get one life, you got to live it, and you want to, like, I saw Amy for 2 years and wanted what she had, and was like, if she can do it, I can do it, anybody can do it. And it's just, yeah. So talk, like I said this yesterday in the thing, you've got to be high energy, because no one's going to buy a shake like if you say, oh, this shake is really good. You've got to be like, oh my god, I'm so excited, look at it, look at those bubbles, look at it. And like, oh, you have to be like, and you'll then love it, because if you really, really love the product, you will not have a problem with it. So yeah, that is it.
Oh, it just makes me laugh about the bubbles, because it just, honestly, whenever anyone puts anything about the bubbles on their shakes, I literally put the little bubble thing from what is it, Finding Nemo? You're like, bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Like, it just cracks me up. So every time you say that, it just makes me laugh, because it's so true. It's like, look at the bubbles. But yeah, no, Laura, like, your energy is just like, I think everyone can feel it on this call. I can see why, like, you know, you've done what you've done so far in the business. It's just your energy and your excitement, you know, and people are drawn to that. You know, it's amazing. So big well done. Thank you so much for coming on and for sharing some of your top tips, and just well done on all your success. You know, it's amazing what you're doing. So awesome, guys. So what do I want to say next? Oh yeah, so I know that I literally just had a call with Frankie just before this, and I just wanted to touch a little bit on the FAM and the pram. Well, let's just say pram. It's basically pram, FAM, same thing. You know, the training that we did a couple of weeks ago, I know that some of you maybe still be struggling. And so Frankie, I know you had like a win of the week, and it was to do with pramming from groups, and I know that you're really proud of it. So I'd love it if you could share that.
Yeah, definitely. Hi everyone, can you hear me okay? Yeah, amazing. So guys, I have been putting off the FAM and pram for like, I've been putting it off. I said to Amy, I don't have time, like my DMO is limited, like it's the essential things. I don't have time to be messaging someone when I add them. But do you know what? I got on the 6:30 a.m. whole team winning power hours last week. And Rhiannon Murray, who does the morning one, she basically encouraged us to do it, because she does the FAM and pram as well. And I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. So what I've been doing is going into like, so I'm in the Dyson hair group and another hair group, and I'll see someone's post. So even though I've not got the Dyson thing, I'll see someone and think, okay, I'm going to build a connection with her. So I'll add a message, and I think one of the girls, I was like, hi, I saw your post in the group. Completely out my comfort zone, by the way, guys. I love like the color of your hair. I recently tried to go like lighter on the bottom. How have you got your hair to that like color? Have you got any tips? And then she like replied straight away, and I've had like a little bit of a conversation with her. And I'm in a fitness group as well, and I saw someone asking about trainers, and I recently got a new pair of trainers. So I'm just adding and being like, hi, saw your post, like I thought I might be able to help, and just messaging that way. And you know what, it isn't actually that bad, guys. So I just wanted to share that, like I've been putting it off for ages, and I've started to do it, and now I'm building like some really good connections. So if you have been putting it off for a little while, just give it a go. And I'm only doing about 2 or 3 a day. So out of my adding, only 2 or 3 are the fam or prams, but that will build up over the week if I stay consistent. So even if you just do it a couple a day, just to get outside your comfort zone a bit, I would 100% recommend it, because it's not that bad and it works really well. And just linked to that as well, getting outside my comfort zone, I've been putting off TikTok for so long, guys. Like, Amy tried to make me do it with her in the summer and I was like, for God's sake, Amy, leave me alone. And I was like seeing everyone on the call saying you've got to be fit, so Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. So I was like, do you know what, I've got outside my comfort zone with the fam and the pram, so I'm just going to do it. So last night I did my first TikTok and it's got such a good response. So all I'm saying, guys, is if you're worried about something, just give it a go, because you're not going to know unless you try it. So yeah, that's kind of like my win of the week.
That I love that, Fran, honestly amazing. And I think, again, so many of us can relate to that, and I love, like, just what a lovely way to round up the call there. You know, if you're worried about doing something, guys, just do it, because how will you know unless you try? And just massive well done to you, Frankie, for like getting outside your comfort zone. And like you said there, I'm only doing like 2 or 3 a day. Well, that's amazing. Like, you're doing it, you're getting started. So, you know, it doesn't matter, guys, if you do one. Just, you know, if something is scaring you, just do it. Just do one, give it a go, and then it will get better. You'll feel better about it and you'll build it up. So absolutely amazing. And yeah, I will just say about TikTok as well, one of my videos has gone viral. I would really recommend it. I haven't done anything special, literally. It's just Fraser Brooks has got an actual podcast all about TikTok. I would recommend you guys listen to it. I can share it in the group. But I will just quickly say that TikTok's so good. It's just a way, it's like a funnel of reaching out to more people. The reach that you can get on TikTok is absolutely incredible. And I've been like doing videos and not really getting like much reach. All of a sudden, I've had one now that's gone viral. It's had 30,000 views and I'm getting loads of new followers. So, you know, guys, that can happen to you as well. And Fraser was saying that apparently on TikTok, health and wellness, like, content gets a lot of reach. So again, that's amazing for us. We're in the health and wellness. So again, just have some fun with it. You know, it might take a few videos, but yours can go viral as well. It can literally just take, it's all about using like the popular songs that are trending at that time. But anyway, I'm more than I can do like a TikTok training and do more on that if you guys think you'd like that. But just in the meantime, get on it, start just getting outside your comfort zone and just try and just do it. You know, even if you just do one, like Frankie said. So yeah, I really hope that helps. So what a lovely way to round up the call. I just want to say thank you so much to all our amazing speakers tonight. Like, it's just been such an amazing call, such great energy. So thank you all for coming on. I'm so excited and so ready to smash a new week. I will be going live into the Diamond Dreamers in a few minutes after this call to be giving you a little bit of training on follow-ups, because that's the focus for this week, and it's so fitting with it being the end of the week. It's all about follow-ups. So I'm going to be going over there and talking to you more about that. And don't forget, guys, if you do need like a refresher on your birthdays, your commenting, your pram, your fam, your open messages, the training is in the Diamond Dreamers group. So maybe go back and rewatch the live and do that. So, oh, and also don't forget, we've got the schools. So we've got Club School this weekend. So those of you will be invited who have qualified. We've then got SC School, which is going to be amazing, and then QSSC School. So it's all very, very exciting times, Diamonds. But yeah, thanks so much for coming on. Big love. Have an amazing week. Bye.